Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching accesstv.org.
Good morning. Nice to be back again. And I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. I was going to tell you a story. This is a season for thankfulness, for giving. And the Bible says it's better to give than to receive. And I know sometimes that is hard to believe when you're just a little one. You want to receive. So I'm going to tell you this story about a very rich man and a very poor man. And in those days, they lived near each other. The rich man, he lived in a big, beautiful house. And the poor man, he lived in a little hut. Well, one day, the Lord came and he was just surveying to see what was going on. And he was in just plain clothes. They weren't new, maybe a little tattered. And he looked at the rich man's house and he said, oh, he can put me up. He looks like he has plenty. So the Lord knocked on the rich man's door. And the rich man said, who is it? Oh, he said, I am just passing through, and if you could just give me something to eat, I would really be grateful. And the rich man looked out the window, and he saw this person that didn't look too good, tattered clothes. He said, oh no. He said, oh, we are full, go away. The Lord went away. And he went to the poor man's house, and he knocked on the door, and even before he finished knocking, the door opened, and the poor old man said, come in, come in. Oh, you are tired? Go, have a seat. And he rested, and his wife, they did not have much, put the potato into the oven, and poured him some milk. And they ate, and they laughed, and they had a good time. Well, as the Lord was leaving, the old man said, we should let him sleep overnight so he can get a good rest in the morning. So we will give him our bed. And the wife said, yes, that is a good thing to do. And so they said to the Lord, take our bed. We will put some straw on the floor and we will sleep there for the night. So you will get a good rest so you can go on your journey in the morning. The Lord said, oh, no, no, no. Oh, yes, they insisted and they insisted. So the Lord said, okay. And so the older people, they slept on the straw, and the Lord stepped in the bed, and early in the morning, they got up. And the old woman made him some breakfast. It's what they had. They didn't have too much. And the Lord was on his way. Well, the Lord said, what would you like? Oh, the old man said, what do you mean? What I would like? Well, I would love it. We would love eternal happiness. And the two of us have good health until the day we leave here and go home. That is yours, the Lord said. Don't you want anything else? Well, the old man said, I can't think of anything. He said, how about a new house, the Lord said. Oh, yes, the old man said. We would like a new house. So the Lord gave them a new house. Well, when the rich man looked out of his window and he saw this beautiful house instead of a hut, he said to his wife, what happened? There was a hut there. Why is there a beautiful house there? Go out there and find out what happened. So his wife, the rich man's wife, went and she asked, what happened? You used to live in a hut. Why do you live like this now? Where did this house come from? They said, well, a man came and he was hungry and we invited him in and he spent the night and he gave us 3 wishes. So the witch woman goes back and she tells her husband and she says, you fool! You did not invite him in? Oh, the rich man said, you can still catch him. Go catch him. Get on your horse, go catch him, and get your 3 wishes. So he ran. He rode his horse and he ran and caught up with the Lord. He said, he said, excuse me, when you came to my house, I was looking for the keys. I couldn't find the keys, and by the time I found the keys, you were gone. So the Lord said, yes, I understand. He said, can you give me 3 wishes like you gave my neighbor? He said, well, if I give you 3 wishes, it may not do you any good. Oh, the rich man says, oh, yes, I can think of something. It will do me some good if you will only give me those wishes. So the Lord said, okay, you have 3 wishes. Oh, the man was so happy. He got on his horse and he started thinking about all the wishes that he wanted. What wish should I wish for? I have to wish right because I don't want to wish and then want something else. I have to get the right wish. And he dropped the reins of his horse and he said, what wish? And the horse started dancing around and not following directions. The man patted him on his head. He said, go straight, go straight. But the horse wouldn't go straight. So the man got very angry with the horse. And he said, I wish your neck was broken. Instantly, the horse's neck was broken and he died right there. Oh, the man said, I used one of my wishes and my saddle. I can't leave my saddle here. So he cut off the saddle of the horse and he put it on his back and he started walking. Oh, he got so tired thinking about what wish. Now I only have 2 wishes and I have to wish right so I won't ever need anything else or want anything else in the whole world. I gotta think of the right thing. That saddle was getting so heavy. Oh, and he was thinking of his wife. He said, here I am out here struggling with this saddle, trying to get these wishes, and that woman, she never does anything. She doesn't work, she just stays in the house. Oh, and he kept going, trying to think of his wishes. What 2 wishes did he want? But he just got so frustrated, and the more frustrated he got, the madder he got. Now, let me see. So I won't ever need anything else. And the sun started coming down and that saddle started getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Well, finally he got so angry and he was thinking about his old wife who was just home doing nothing. He said, I wish she was on this saddle and couldn't get off. Whoop! The saddle disappeared. The 2 wishes were gone. Oh my goodness. So he started running. He ran home. And when he got home, there he was, looking at his wife, stuck on this saddle. She couldn't get off. She said, what happened? What did you do? What did you do? He said, now take it easy. He said, can you just stay on that saddle? And I got one more wish. Just stay on that saddle. And I have to think of what else I want. She said, you better get me off this saddle. And you better get me off this saddle now. He said, but I have one more wish. She said, get me off this saddle. And so he had to use his last wish to get his wife off the saddle. And he had no more wishes. Now the old couple they lived happily until the day they left this earth, and they had good health to the day they died. Thank you. You see, it is always better to give than to receive. Thank you for listening to my story, and I'll be back next time to tell you another, maybe a holiday story or something. Now remember, it's the holiday. Books are out there. Call Books, 677 Blue Hills Avenue. Read a little, write a little, and be good to yourselves. I'll see you next time.